This is where most paint jobs go wrong, and you don't even realize it until it's too late. Runs, orange peel, poor gloss, all caused by simple mistakes when spraying clear coat, mistakes even experienced painters make. In this video, I'll break down the top 5 clear coat mistakes you must avoid, and how to spray like a pro, even if you're just starting out. And stick around, because by the end, you'll see this white Benz finished in a deep, glossy mirror shine with zero orange peel. Whether you're spraying in a booth, a garage, or even outside with limited gear, these tips will level up your results. No fancy tools, just real technique. So grab your spray gun and let's fix the little things that make a big difference. By the end of this video, you'll understand the right spray patterns, the perfect distance from the panel, and how to manage flash time so every coat bonds flawlessly. You'll see exactly how to avoid runs, achieve that smooth finish, and make your paint look factory perfect, even on a white Benz where every flaw shows. Stick with me, because once you get these basics right, the results are instantly noticeable and insanely satisfying. When it comes to spraying clear coat, how you hold and move your spray gun can make or break your finish. You want to keep the gun about 6 to 8 inches away from the surface. Too close and you'll get runs. Too far, and it'll go on dry and rough. The key is to hold it straight and level to the panel, not at an angle, and move it in a smooth, steady, side-to-side motion, overlapping each pass by about 50%. Always keep the gun moving before you pull the trigger and don't stop mid-pass. This avoids heavy spots and ensures an even, glossy finish. Think of it like ironing a shirt. Consistent speed, even distance, and never double back in one spot. If you keep your wrist locked and move your whole arm, you'll maintain that perfect spray pattern across the panel. Once you get in that rhythm, it feels almost like painting with light. You'll actually see the clear coat lay down wet and smooth, and that's when you know you're doing it right. Watch as the glossy liquid flows smoothly over the panel, creating that wet, mirror-like surface. Keep the spray gun moving steadily, maintaining an even distance from the panel so each coat lays down perfectly. Notice the way the clear spreads across the curves and edges, sealing in the base coat underneath. Every pass overlaps just enough to ensure uniform coverage, and you can see the depth and shine starting to form as the layer settles. The reflections on the surface are already coming to life, and the color beneath becomes richer, more vibrant under this protective coat. Keep your rhythm steady, breathing with each pass, and let the gun glide across the panel. The gloss builds gradually, coating the mirrors, the bonnet, and the fender evenly. Watch how the clear fills in every contour and curve, highlighting the lines of the bends. The spray is consistent, wet, and smooth, with a subtle sheen appearing as the layer forms. You can see the clear's thickness developing, giving the paint depth and a flawless finish. Keep moving, overlapping lightly, letting the material flow and level naturally. The surface begins to mirror the surroundings, reflections sharpening as the gloss grows. Each stroke adds more clarity, more shine, and more protection for the paint underneath. There's a rhythm to it, a flow that makes the panel come alive, turning flat white into a polished, gleaming surface. The spray continues evenly across the panel, creating a wet, glassy finish that looks clean, professional, and reflective. With every pass, the clear coat builds up smoothly, highlighting the curves, edges, and lines of the car. The reflections deepen. Now we're going in with the second coat of clear. This is where you really have to be careful. It's easy to mess up at this stage. First thing, don't spray too close to the panel. That's the quickest way to cause runs. Keep a consistent distance, around 6 to 8 inches, and let the clear flow, not flood. You also don't want to spray too fast. That's a mistake a lot of people make. If you move too fast, the coat won't land wet, and you'll get dry spots or texture. Slow down just enough to let the surface stay glassy. And look here, don't forget your overlaps. You want around 50% overlap. If you space your passes too far apart, you'll leave dry lines, uneven gloss, or rough patches. Watch the fan pattern. Keep it smooth and consistent. Also, don't angle the gun too much. Keep it straight, 90 degrees to the panel. If you tilt it, one side of the fan gets heavy and the other side light. That throws off the finish. Another thing to avoid is swinging your wrist. That causes your distance to change through the pass. Lock your wrist and move your whole arm in a straight line, keeping the gap even from start to finish. Watch the surface as you spray. The clear should lay wet, not dry. If it's looking textured, you might be too far or not putting enough material down. Stay focused. Don't rush this coat. This is where the final gloss builds up. Let it lay down smooth, wet, and even across the whole panel. Now I'm letting the second coat flash off. You can see it starting to settle and level out. That wet gloss is calming down just a bit. I'm giving it a few minutes to breathe before we lay down the final coat. All right, bro. Now I'm going in with the third and final coat of clear. This one right here is all about building depth and locking in that glassy finish. The first two coats did most of the coverage, but this pass is where the final shine comes to life. You've got to be steady and smooth, no rushing. So I'm holding the gun about 6 to 7 inches away from the panel, keeping the angle 90 degrees the whole time. That's key. If you start tilting the gun or changing your distance mid-pass, that's when you get uneven buildup or texture. You want that spray fan to hit the surface dead on, full coverage. Now watch the overlap. I'm still doing around 50% on each pass. That just means each new pass covers half of the last one. It helps blend the clear evenly across the panel without stripes or dry lines. And I'm watching the surface as I go. I'm not looking at the gun, I'm watching how the clear is landing. It should lay down wet, but not runny. And here's a tip. With this final pass, I'm actually moving just a little slower than I did on the first one. Not too slow, just enough to give that extra build and gloss. You don't want to hammer it on, but you want that coat to flow out and level nice. I'm also checking the panel reflection while I spray. If the reflection looks wavy or textured, I know I've got to slow down or adjust my gun distance. If it's coming out glassy and smooth, then I know I'm right in the zone. So yeah, this third coat is not just about protection. It's about refining the finish, locking in the shine, and making the paint job look professional. You only get one chance to lay it down clean, so stay focused, stay steady, and let the gun do the work. The clear coat is flashing off now. You can see the surface starting to settle, calming down as that wet gloss begins to level. Tiny waves smooth out into a sheet of glass. Reflections are gently forming, and the paint starts to breathe. Everything slows down for a moment, still, silent, clean. And now, the reveal. The white Benz stands finished, and it speaks for itself. The camera moves slowly over the curves. Every panel coated in a flawless mirror. The gloss is deep. The reflections are crisp. The sky, the trees, the world around it, all bouncing off the paint like water. The bonnet flows into the fender, smooth and sharp. The lines are perfect. Up close, it's like butter. No orange peel, just pure clarity. Every edge, every contour, every surface reflects the care that went into it. The wheels shine. The glass is spotless.